Hey, welcome back to English Together. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. Uh, Before we say anything else, Emma, can I ask you a really uncomfortable question?
Uh-oh. That sounds dangerous. Okay, go ahead.
When was the last time you felt truly alive? I mean, not just busy, not just surviving, but really deeply alive?
Wow. That that hits hard. You know what? I'm not sure I can answer that.
Exactly. And that's what today's episode is about. We're calling it You're Not Safe. You're Just Stuck. The hidden cost of your comfort zone.
Oof. That title is a punch in the stomach.
Yeah, a necessary punch. So let me start with a question for everyone listening. Ready?
Ready.
Look at your life right now. Last week, last month, last year. Is anything really different? Or are you just repeating the same day over and over, like a broken record?
You know, that hurts because it's true for so many people. We wake up, we check our phones, we go to work or school, we come home, we watch something, we sleep, repeat.
Yeah. And inside, there's this quiet feeling. A feeling that something is missing, that your soul is drying up, like a plant that nobody waters.
I love that image. Soul drying up. You know, James, I felt that way for years. My life looked fine from the outside. Good job, nice apartment, friends, but inside, empty.
What was missing?
Growth, challenge, the feeling of moving forward. I was comfortable, sure, but comfortable doesn't mean happy. It just means not in pain.
And that's the hidden cost. We think comfort zone equals safety, but actually, staying in your comfort zone for too long, it becomes a cage.
Can I share a personal story?
Please?
A few years ago, I had the same routine every single day. Same breakfast, same bus, same seat at work, same TV show at night. I even ate the same lunch for 6 months.
6 months? What was it?
Turkey sandwich every single day.
Ugh, I couldn't do that.
Neither could my soul. One day I looked in the mirror and thought, Emma, you're not living. You're just existing.
That's a powerful moment. The moment you realize you're stuck.
Yes, and that's what we want to talk about today, the difference between feeling safe and actually being stuck, and how to break out.
Yes, but first let me say something important. Your comfort zone is not your friend. It's not your protector. It's actually the thief of your potential.
The thief of your potential. That's a good line, James. Can we put that on a t-shirt?
Absolutely. But seriously, think about it. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, or it's too scary, or I'm not ready yet, your comfort zone wins, and you lose a little piece of your future self.
You know, there's a fancy word for this. In psychology, it's called homeostasis. Homeostasis.
Homostasis? What does that mean?
It means the tendency of a system to stay the same, to resist change. Your body does it, your mind does it too. It wants everything to be predictable, safe, no surprises.
So homeostasis is like a lazy roommate who says, don't change anything. Let's just watch Netflix forever.
Yes, exactly. But here's the problem. Life is not static. Life is movement. If you're not growing, you're dying. Not physically, but spiritually, emotionally.
Ooh, that's another good line. If you're not growing, you're dying. Can we make a list of these? Because I want to remember them.
Yes, we'll call them Emma and James's uncomfortable truths.
I love it.
Okay, let's get real. Why do we stay in our comfort zone? I mean, if it's so bad, why don't we just leave?
Because it's scary out there, you know? The unknown is unknown, and our brains hate the unknown.
That's true. There's a fancy term for that too, uncertainty aversion. Uncertainty aversion.
Uncertainty aversion? Big words, Emma.
Sorry, let me explain. It means your brain prefers a bad known situation over an unknown situation, even if the unknown might be better.
So, staying in a job you hate is easier than looking for a new one?
Exactly. Because looking for a new job is uncertain. What if you fail? What if it's worse? So your brain says, stay here. It's not great, but at least you know what to expect.
That's so sad. And so true.
And that's the hidden cost. You trade your future happiness for present comfort. Let me say that again. You trade your future happiness for present comfort.
Wow. I need to write that down.
Please do.
You know, Emma, I have a confession. I stayed in a job I hated for 3 years. 3 years.
Oh, James, why?
Because it was easy, I knew how to do everything. My coworkers were nice, the coffee was free. But every morning, I felt this heaviness in my chest, like I was wearing a wet blanket.
That's your soul telling you something.
Yeah, but I didn't listen. I told myself, it's fine, you're fine. Don't be dramatic.
So what changed?
One day, my boss asked me a simple question. She said, James, are you happy here? And I couldn't answer. I just stood there, mouth open. Nothing came out.
Because the answer was no. Was
Yeah. The answer was no. And that night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, I'm not safe. I'm just stuck.
That's our title right there.
Yes, and that was the moment I decided to leave. It was terrifying. I cried. I had panic attacks. But I did it.
And how do you feel now?
Alive? Scared sometimes, but alive. I wake up and I actually want to get out of bed.
That's beautiful.
So here's a truth for everyone listening. Fear is not the enemy. Stagnation is the enemy.
Fear is not the enemy. Stagnation is the enemy. I love that.
See? We're making a collection.
Yes. Okay, let me share another uncomfortable truth. The comfort zone is like a warm bath. At first, it feels amazing, but if you stay too long, the water gets cold. And you don't even notice because you've forgotten what warm feels like.
That's deep and sad.
But true. So, how do we get out? How do we break the pattern?
Ah, that's the good part. Let's talk about that.
First, we need to understand something. Growth happens in the discomfort zone, not the comfort zone.
Discomfort zone?
Yes, psychologists call it the optimal anxiety zone. Optimal anxiety zone.
That sounds like a fancy way to say scared but excited.
Exactly. It's that space where you're a little nervous, a little unsure, but also curious, alive.
Like the feeling before a first date or before giving a speech.
Yes. Your heart beats faster, your palms get sweaty, but you're not paralyzed. You're present.
That's where magic happens. That's where you learn. That's where you grow.
So here's a practical tip. Start small. You don't have to quit your job and move to another country tomorrow.
Good, because I'm not ready for that.
Me neither. But you can do one small thing that scares you. Just one. Today.
Like what?
Like say hello to a stranger, or raise your hand in a meeting, or try a new food, or take a different route home.
Small acts of courage. They add up.
Yes! And here's another truth. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway.
That's a classic. But it's true.
So let's practice. James, what's one small thing you've been avoiding because it's outside your comfort zone?
I've been wanting to join a dance class, but I'm scared. I have no rhythm.
No rhythm?
None. Zero. My dancing looks like a penguin having a seizure.
Oh my God. I need to see that.
No, you don't. But, okay, maybe I'll try one class. Just one.
That's the spirit. And you know what? Even if you look silly, you'll feel proud because you tried.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, let's get practical. How do we actually break out of the comfort zone step by step?
Yes, give us a map.
Step 1. Recognize the pattern. You can't change what you don't see.
So, notice when you're repeating the same day, Same choices, same excuses.
Yes. Keep a little journal. At the end of the day, ask yourself, did I do anything new today? Anything scary? Anything that made me feel alive?
That's a good habit.
Step 2, name your fear. Don't just say, I'm scared. Say exactly what you're afraid of.
Like, I'm afraid of looking stupid in front of others?
Yes, when you name the fear, it becomes smaller. It's not this big dark cloud anymore. It's just a sentence.
That makes sense. Fear grows in the dark. But when you shine a light on it, it shrinks.
Beautifully said. Step 3, take a micro step. Not a giant leap, a tiny, tiny step.
Micro step?
Yes, for example, if you're afraid of speaking English in public, don't start with a big presentation. Start with saying hello to one person.
That's not scary.
Maybe a little scary, but doable.
Okay. Step 4?
Step 4, celebrate your courage. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, even a little bit, say, good job, me.
Out loud?
Yes, out loud. I did it. I was scared, but I did it.
My neighbors will think I'm crazy.
Let them think that. You'll be the brave, crazy person who grows.
I like that. Okay, what's step 5?
Step 5, find a friend to push you. Accountability is powerful.
Accountability?
It means having someone who expects you to do what you said you would do, like a workout partner. If you don't show up, they'll call you.
So I need a comfort zone busting buddy?
Yes, exactly. Someone who says, come on, James, let's take that dance class together.
That would help, because I wouldn't want to let them down.
Exactly. And step 6, remember that discomfort is temporary. The feeling of being scared, it usually lasts only a few minutes.
Really? Only a few minutes?
Yes, studies show that the peak of fear happens in the first 90 seconds. After that, it starts to go down.
So if I can survive
Exactly. And step 6, remember that discomfort is temporary. The feeling of being scared, it usually lasts only a few minutes.
Really? Only a few minutes?
Yes, studies show that the peak of fear happens in the first 90 seconds. After that, it starts to go down. Pretty much.
You know, Emma, I think a lot of our listeners feel stuck right now. Maybe in their English learning, maybe in their job, maybe in a relationship.
Yes, and they might feel ashamed, like it's their fault.
But it's not shameful. It's human. We all get stuck.
The question is not, are you stuck? The question is, what are you going to do about it?
Ooh, that's another good one. Write that down.
Already did.
Let me share another personal story. A small one. Last month, I was at a coffee shop. I saw a woman reading a book in Spanish, and I wanted to talk to her. Practice my Spanish, you know?
Did you?
No. I sat there for 20 minutes. My heart was pounding. I kept making excuses. She's busy. I'll sound stupid. Maybe later.
So you didn't talk to her?
No. And I felt terrible after. Not because she was angry or anything, but because I let my fear win.
That's the hidden cost, James. The regret of not trying.
Yes, regret is heavier than failure. Failure you can learn from. But regret stays with you.
Regret is heavier than failure? That's going on the list.
Good. So the next day, I went back to the same coffee shop. She wasn't there. But another person was reading a book in French. And I thought, no more regrets. I walked over, my voice was shaking. I said, "Excuse me, I'm learning French. Can I ask what book you're reading?"
What did they say?
They smiled. They said, "Of course," and we talked for 10 minutes. It was awkward. I made mistakes, but I felt so alive.
That's beautiful.
So here's a truth for everyone. Your comfort zone is not protecting you. It's just shrinking your world.
Shrinking your world? I love that.
Every time you say no to something new, your world gets a little smaller. Every time you say yes, it gets a little bigger.
And we want big worlds, don't we? Full of people, experiences, growth.
Yes, big, messy, beautiful worlds.
Okay, we're almost at the end, but before we go, Let's leave our listeners with some final truths.
Yes, the greatest hits.
Exactly. Truth number one, feeling safe is not the same as being safe. You can feel safe in a cage, but it's still a cage.
Wow, that's powerful.
Truth number two, your comfort zone is a liar. It tells you, stay here, it's warm, it's nice, but it doesn't tell you about the opportunities you're missing.
The opportunities you'll never even know about.
Truth number three, discomfort is not danger. Your brain confuses them, but they are not the same.
Can you explain that?
Yes, danger is something that can hurt you, like a car coming fast or a fire. Discomfort is just uncomfortable. It won't kill you. It might even save you.
So when my heart beats fast before a speech, that's discomfort, not danger.
Exactly. And once you learn the difference, you become so much braver.
Truth number 4. The magic happens outside your comfort zone.
That's a classic, but it's true. Every amazing thing in your life started with a moment of discomfort.
Your first day at a new job, your first date, your first time speaking English to a stranger.
Yes, all of it was scary at first, but you did it, and your life got better.
Truth number 5. You are not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you're human, and humans love routine.
But we also love growth. That's the other part of being human.
Yes, so give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up for being scared. Just take one small step.
And now, a challenge for everyone listening.
Oh, I love challenges.
I know you do. Here it is. In the next 24 hours, do one thing that scares you. Just one. It can be tiny,
Like what? Give examples.
like say hello to a neighbor you never talk to, or post a comment in English on social media, or eat something you've never tried, or wear a different color.
Wear a different color? That's scary for some people.
It is. For me, wearing bright red is terrifying. I only wear black and gray.
Really? You?
Yes. So maybe tomorrow I'll wear a red scarf. That's my small scary thing.
I love that. Okay, my small scary thing is I will ask a stranger for the time in English, even though I know what time it is.
That's perfect. It's not about the time, it's about breaking the pattern.
Yes. So listeners, what's your small scary thing? Write it in the comments, tell us. And then come back and tell us how it went.
We'll be here, cheering for you.
You know, Emma, I think the most important thing is to remember that you're not alone. Everyone feels stuck sometimes.
Yes, but feeling stuck is not the end. It's just a sign that it's time to move.
Feeling stuck is not the end. It's a sign that it's time to move. That's the final truth for today.
Thank you for listening to English Together. If this episode touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And don't forget to subscribe. We have more episodes about growth, fear, and becoming the person you want to be.
Until next time, be brave, be uncomfortable, be alive.
And remember, you're not safe. You're just stuck. But you don't have to stay there.
Bye for now, everyone.
Bye. Go do something scary.
Bye.